Things to repair are really piling up on me here. I've got a couple of shortwave radios, an FRG 8800 and a 7700 by Yaesu that are not working correctly, so I want to get to them. And then now this, one of my monitors just decided to die on me. This is a Hanns-G, or however you pronounce it. It's a model HL272HPB, made in May of 2013, so I guess it's about due. I think this is a, what is it, a 27-inch? I can't remember. Anyway, it's a nice monitor when it works. I plugged it in and it was dead, so it sounds like a power supply problem, so I will open it up and we'll investigate, so stand by for that. Getting in this is fairly easy here. You take the base off, 4 screws, you got 4 Phillips screws here, and then what you need to do is carefully pry this bezel off here. Oh no, I broke the seal. I guess I voided the warranty. Well, 12 years old, I guess. I guess that's okay. Anyway, once you do that, you can start prying. Helps to have a tool here, something like this. Just work your way around. Eventually you'll loosen this. It feels like you're going to break it, but you won't. Just be careful and don't put any pressure on the actual screen here, because that'll break easy. And this bezel will come off, and that will expose the screen here. So then what we should be able to do, very carefully, because like I say, this is pretty delicate. Okay, you get to this point here, got a couple connectors here. One here, and then you have a captured, don't put too much pressure on here, you have a captured flex cable here. You have to lift up on the lock here, and then this should pull out, and that'll release the panel from the electronics. And then I will remove the panel to a safe place. That will take us to the innards here. We got the power supply under here, which is where the problem probably is, and here's the video part of it. So if you just unplug this, remember you may have some caps that are charged up in here. So I'll want to be extra careful. This is probably just glued on here. Which it is. I'm now going to loosen, keeping in mind that this may still have a charge on it. Since I did try to power this up minutes ago, there may be voltages on. Not enough to kill you, but it'll just give you a nice surprise real quick. I think we got one more here. Good ground. Once I find out where the main caps are, I can discharge those. Now what I want to find carefully, I think I'll remove this ground so I can flip the board over. And there's our main caps here. I don't want to set this on the metal. I'm going to set it on an insulator here. Okay, looking here, power comes in, you got a bridge rectifier, so then I'll charge up these two caps. And, oh, is there a bulge on there? Oh boy, couldn't be that easy. I see there's a little bit of a bulge on this cap here. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to discharge the main caps. I'll discharge all of these, and then I'm going to check these caps. This one looks a little suspicious. If I find any bad caps, I'll replace those. Then we'll try and power it up again and see what happens. Sometimes it's just a bad cap. So next step, discharge these caps, and then we'll test them. That'll be the next step. Well, in this case, there's 1.8 volts, 1.8 volts. So these caps have self-discharged enough, I won't have to worry about it. But it's always a good idea, make yourself a discharge tool. This is a 6K resistor with a ground on one side and a probe on the other. So I could go in and I can discharge the caps, whatever. Save yourself getting bit, which I've done many times. Okay, I'm going to remove this board, and then we'll take it over and we will check the caps. And this cap definitely has a slight bulge on it. This one here, if you can see it right here. Not much, but it doesn't take much in these switch mode power supplies. They want a low ESI, they want good capacitors, so they don't like to run. Back at the bench, I have an emergency repair of Patty's outdoor LED lights, photoelectrically controlled. So I guess I better fix them first. So I'll fix them and be right back. Stand by. This will give me a chance to use my homemade ESR meter. So far the mains look good. These look good. Oh, that doesn't look good. Yeah, what is that one? That one is 22 microfarads at 100 volts. So that one is high. I want these two little ones over here. And that one looks good. The only one that has high ESR is this one, 22 at 100. The one that has a slight bulge on it is 100 at 50 volts. I'm going to replace both of those. They're kind of cheap caps too, it looks like. Not the best. Probably should replace all of them. I don't use this monitor that much, so it's not that big a deal, I guess. I like my little ESR meter here. I don't know why, but I just like analog meters. Okay, I'm going to replace those caps, and then we'll try it again. I probably should have measured the DC voltage here, but I'll replace those two caps. It's easy enough to drop it in there, and then we'll see what we get. So stand by. I'll be back when I replace those caps. Does everybody hate no lead solder as much as I do? God, what a terrible invention. Add a little real solder, and maybe we can, on the side of this puppy. I still like the old solder pult. It's quicker than firing up the. Yeah, it's just a slight. Interesting to see what this is. Okay. Should be 100 microfarads. It's 11 microfarads and the ESR is 19.45. So once I took it out of the circuit, that's definitely bad. Okay, add a little solder to the cap, a little real solder. The only bad thing about these old solder pults is, or pullets, whatever they call them, you have to empty them a little more frequently than my desoldering gun. But, okay! Dinner time. I just got a message from upstairs at the main office. Oh, she'll be happy that her LEDs are fixed. That ought to get me a couple points. Maybe. Hopefully. We'll see. Let's check this baby out and see what we get. Uh-huh. 21 microfarads. ESR is 7.4. Well, that one's close, but I'm going to replace it since I got it out. If I pull a cap out of the circuit, it doesn't go back in. I put a new one in. So anyway, and I got some better low ESR caps. I can improve on that. So I'll put those caps in and be back. The new caps are in place. I had a 100 microfarad at 50 volts here, but I didn't have a 22 microfarad at 100 volts here. But I did have a 22 at 160 volts. And it's going to be kind of close quarters, but it should fit. So I'm going to put it back in and give it the smoke test. Okay, I plugged it in. We're getting an orange light. That's good. So hopefully we'll get a green light, or whatever color it is. We get nothing? Oh wait, there we go. We should be getting something on the screen. Oh, that's good. Well, it looks like it's fixed. Two capacitors. One that was really bad and one that was almost bad. So there may have been some others in there, but I'm not going to shotgun troubleshoot this thing. It's not really worth it. But anyway, pretty nice screen here. And I'm going to try putting a picture up. Here's one. This is going back about 45 years maybe. My old pal Ted, one of the best firemen I ever worked with, in the cab there. He was a great fireman back in the days of iron men and wooden buildings. He was also a great fisherman and hunter also. So there you go. Brings back a lot of memories there. And that would be my home away from home. This was the old fire station. The old aerial tower. There's the old 56 Mac. Old ambulances. And up on the roof, you'll see a Federal Thunderbolt siren. And when they tore this building down about 25 years ago maybe, some of the old firemen wanted a memory of the fire station, so they grabbed a brick. But I thought that wasn't that cool, so I got the old siren. And the guy that tore the building down, I slipped him a little money and he picked it up with his crane and put it in my trailer, and I took it home and it works. So maybe I'll do a video on that someday. It works. I had to build a control system for it, but it works pretty good. There you go. Another monitor saved from going in the dumpster. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.